Hey, welcome to Sci-Fi Secrets. So, in my last video that I did about the Outsiders, at the end of it I was left with a question myself. If the Outsiders are not competing for resources, as the only sentient species in the galaxy that doesn't require air, an atmosphere, a habitable planet, or even water, and they are not trading for trade's sake, then why do they need human and puppeteer money? Humanity is in deep debt to the Outsiders for the hyperdrive, and the Puppeteers are in even deeper debt for their 5 planetary drives. This is never explained in canon, and barely touched on in non-canon, but I have a few theories of my own. The first theory is that they could reproduce much faster than we realize, and since they only live on small asteroids without anywhere near as much surface area as a full-size planet, they might need more resources just to build more habitat, like the ships that they live on. This theory is supported by the fact that they have purchased a moon of Neptune to live on in the solar system. But this theory falls apart when you realize 2 things. 1, there are trillions of small asteroids in the asteroid belts of the solar system. They would actually have more living space in the solar system than humans do. And 2, Outsiders are rare. Beowulf Schaefer met the same ship twice, ship number 14, and 14 isn't a large number. Yeah, there are at least 14 ships, but humans have far more than 14 cities in any single country. And yeah, maybe it's just a coincidence that it's a low number and there's actually a ship number 1,719,212 just around the corner, but I don't think so. I think Larry Niven intended them to be rare, or else he would have used a higher number and Beowulf Schaefer would have met 2 different ships. My second theory seems much more plausible to me. They are doing what they are doing to ensure their species' survival. By trading with other species, it gives them less of a reason to want to steal any of their stuff and ingratiates them to that species. But more importantly, the Outsiders now have the ability to destroy both Earth and the Puppeteer homeworlds with ease. First off, by securing a base in the solar system, the Outsiders can at any time use one of their reactionless drives to send something at the Earth at near light speed. It really doesn't matter what. Action Lab did a video on what would happen to the Earth if it was hit with a grain of sand going at 99.9% the speed of light, if you're interested. Basically, any asteroid more than a few meters across will kill all life on Earth when it's going that fast. So in a matter of minutes from making the decision, the Outsiders could grab an asteroid from our own solar system and destroy the Earth with it. But what about the colony worlds? Well, they could do the same with them, but they all have far less manufacturing and research ability, so they are far less important. You might be thinking that the hyperdrive goes faster than the reactionless drives that they use. Surely that's a tactical advantage. Why would the Outsiders sell humanity the hyperdrive if it endangers them? Well, the short answer is that it doesn't. Hyperdrives enter hyperspace from normal space, then later exit hyperspace at the exact same speed and trajectory they entered it at, while reactionless drives stay in normal space, which restricts them to the speed of light and slower. But they can do that speed instantly, so there's no possible way to catch an Outsider ship. The best you could hope is that you exit hyperspace in front of an Outsider ship that has not changed direction since you entered hyperspace. But the reactionless drive can change directions just as fast as it can accelerate, so no Outsider ship would be dumb enough to fall for that. So humanity gave the Outsiders easy access to their jugular in return for garbage they have no use for. Okay, so here's some serious spoilers. So if you don't want to hear it, skip to the time on the screen. Okay, so as a quick side note, why the Outsiders don't use hyperdrives is kind of explained in one of the later Ringworld books when Louis Wu becomes a pack protector. He never confirms this, but he assumes that the reason Outsiders don't use the hyperdrive and why Puppeteers are so terrified of hyperspace is because it's inhabited by enormous creatures that can eat ships whole. But this seems to be contradicted in the Fate of Worlds, where Puppeteers don't know why some ships never exit hyperspace when they get too close to a gravity singularity, e.g. a massive body like a planet or the solar system. Speaking of Puppeteers, how do the Outsiders control them? Well, this one is easy. The fleet of worlds that constitute every single Puppeteer are driven by Outsider-manufactured planetary drives. It is stated in several places in the Fleet of Worlds series that just a malfunction or a tampered with planetary drive can rip the world apart. Even a slightly overpowered drive could upset the planet on its own, sloshing whole oceans to one side of the planet. So the only 2 races the Outsiders are known to trade with are both able to be destroyed by the Outsiders on a whim at any time. Now, I don't think that this is malevolent, however. I think they are just a cautious race, and as they constantly show, very intelligent. Alright, if you like that at all, you could do me a huge favor and subscribe to me. I'm trying to build this channel up. This is my second channel, trying to make a little bit of a sci-fi channel. I've already got a gaming channel going on called Terry Foltz Gaming if you're interested. Either way, I hope to see you back soon.